Hi, grade 10s. Hope you remembered it's green and orange day. Not too late to go get changed since we're all at home. Okay, I'm going to post this assignment. I've taken a snapshot of it. Just wanted to remind you that we're factoring special cases, and that includes perfect square trinomials, and it also includes difference of squares. So I just want to point out a couple. This one, of course, is a binomial separated by a subtraction sign, and both terms are perfect squares. So remember, you find the square root of the first term, so that would be 4n. Square root of the second term would be 3, and then you put opposite signs to negate that middle term. Okay, so that was just one thing. Perfect square trinomial, here's an example. So they're all mixed in, and this is really a good strategy because it'll make you think about what kind of factoring do I have to do here. So this is obviously a trinomial. It goes plus minus plus. This is a perfect square. This is a perfect square. So very simple to factor. Find the square root of 4x squared, which is 2x. Use the sign that's in the middle term, subtract, and then square root of 1, remember, is 1, and then bracket it up and put a square root sign out front. So I just wanted to point out a couple on the back, and so I'll do the first two at the top here. You needed to take out a greatest common factor first, and you should have known that when you took a look at this and knew that it was going to be a difference of squares, but 98 and 200 weren't perfect squares, so you know, wow, they're both even numbers. What if I took out a greatest common factor? And indeed, as soon as you take out the 2, you get 49 and 100, which should jump out at you, and you should think, those are perfect squares. So you take out that greatest common factor, and then you simply go back to the original way of doing these. Find the square root of 49n squared, 7n, square root of 100, 10, and one of them needs to be negative and one needs to be positive. Okay, so pretty simple. Have to think about it. So here we got a perfect square. We have a trinomial. Right now it doesn't look like a perfect square trinomial, but what should pop into your head is 3, 6, and 3. Remember, that's why we did greatest common factor first. Try and take out a greatest common factor. And when you do that, you get 1 plus 2b plus b squared. And these are indeed perfect squares. So then you can solve this as a perfect square trinomial by finding the square root of 1, which is 1. The sign in the middle term is a positive. Square root of b squared is b. And then you just remember to put that 2 out there. So there's a few of them like that. So I want you to try them and then come back to the Google Classroom, and I will have this posted so that you can check your work. Okay. Talk to you soon. I'm going to also, this is the end of the unit, so I'm going to post the first of a couple of practice tests. Now remember, I'm not marking anything, but this is sort of an important unit, so you can get back to me for feedback. I'll post the answer key after, and you can see how you did.